Okay, so let's start na doing our balance sheet. So we have our statement of stockholders' equity. Our capital statement pala muna. So we have statement, we have Emerald Corporation. Copy na lang natin. Trabahong tamad. Okay, we have statement of stockholders' equity. And then we have for the year ended December 31, 2020. So we already have so we will prepare our capital beginning. So, isulat natin kasi yung nakalagay doon is capital only. So we will prepare our capital beginning. And then we're going to add our net income. So we have net income naman, di ba? And then we have our capital. And or this one will be put on your balance sheet. So, ginagawa natin to para mas maikli yung time or mas maikli yung panahon ng pag-add. So, this one, ang 100% natin, syempre yung capital and syempre, i-add na natin yung 100%. So, alamin na lang natin kung magkano yung na-share ng bawat isa. So we have our capital beginning. So kunin natin sa trial balance. We have our capital beginning of how much? This one. 1,200,000. And then add our net income from the income statement naman. Doon naman natin siya i-grab. So we have 986,250. So we add these two. So we have summation for these two will be 2,180,100. Okay. So from the ending capital, so we have 2,180,825. So from 100%, yung dating capital beginning is you divide it from 2,180. So that's 55%. O, gawin nating percentage and then dalawang para two decimal places. Ayan. So also with this one. Sorry, hindi ko na pag-isa. Ayan. So again, equals to 980,525, which is the net income divided by the capital and so ang share niya is 44.97. Ibig sabihin, almost 45% yung kabuang kinita ngayong taon, which is good. Malaki yung sharing niya sa capital na bago or yung for the beginning of 2025. So malaki yung share ng net income. So which is good for the company. Okay? Okay, for the balance sheet, okay, so we copy it from kahit saan sa sources ng name. Okay? But this time, ito lang yung ikakopy natin kasi balance sheet, ito ay statement of financial condition or financial position. So whatever na isulat nyo, pareho lang naman yun. Okay. And imbis na for the year ended, di ba sabi ko, basta income statement, balance sheet, sulat natin as of December, sorry, as of December 31, 2024. Okay. So let's start. Ano ba yung unang sinusulat? We have our asset and we have our current asset. Ano na natin para maganda tingnan. So we have our current asset. Ayan, so dito natin siya isulat. Plus the amount. Okay, for the current asset, we have equals to, silipin natin ang trial balance. Alin-alin ba dyan ang mga current asset? So we have cash, we have accounts receivable. So may nakita rin akong office supplies, atin yan. So that's part of asset. We also have our merchandise inventory. So merchandise inventory. And then we have the prepaid. So prepaid insurance asset yan. Kaya hindi natin siya sinama kanina sa ano. Then other than that, saglit. Lobat, baka mamatay. So we prepare na our um, prepaid insurance. So check ko lang ha kung may other asset pa sa baba. Panigurado. So wala. So hanggang dun lang yung kanyang current asset. So we have our current asset, we have cash. So ang cash niya ay, wow, 2,580. So malaki-laki. And then we have accounts receivable of, and then office supplies. And then we have the merchandise inventory. And then we have the prepaid insurance. So that's the current asset that we have. Okay. And then we are going to prepare the amount of the total current assets. So siguro dito na lang natin ilagay. Hindi. Dito na lang. So total na lang. So lagyan na lang natin siya ng space. Para mamaya pag gumawa tayo ng common size statement, madali na lang. Okay. And then after that, we're going to prepare our alam nyo, paggawa ng non-current, di ba? We need to get first either if we have office equipment and then we deduct our accumulated depreciation. We have office equipment of 1,200,000. Ay, sorry, pat amount na agad. Equals to the word office equipment. Ayan. And then we need to deduct the accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation. So that we will have our net office equipment. Okay, net office equipment. Sorry po. We have our net office equipment. Equipment. Ayan. So, ayan. So, we have our office equipment. So, we will get the amount from the trial balance. So, we have 1,200,000 and then accumulated depreciation of 480,000. So, you need to deduct this one. So, equals 1,200,000 minus 480. So, we have 720,000. So, pag tinotal mo yung total asset, so total asset is equals, you need to add the current plus the amount of the net office equipment. Ayan. So, we have total asset of 4 million. So, dapat yung ating ayan. So, dapat yung ating liabilities and capital should also be 4 million. Ayan. So, we have our total asset. Papagandahin ko lang ha. So, igitna natin siya. Glata, hindi ko pa nabago pala to. This one should be Arial. Arial. And then also this one should be Arial. Arial na pala. And then your trial balance should be Arial to Arial. Ayan, para maganda tingnan. Yan, pag may nakita kayong ganyan, huwag kayong matakot. Iurong nyo lang. Ayan, wala pa namang nagsusumosobra. Okay, balance sheet. Okay, so because we already have our asset, we have also our liabilities and capital. Okay, so from the liabilities and capital, we have our current liabilities. So, lagay natin lahat ng current liabilities natin. We have, from this one, we have, ayan, accounts payable. Ayan. And then, we also have, ano pang meron? Sa baba, baka merong current. Ayun, notes payable short term. And then, wag niyong kakalimutan yung ating income tax payable. Wag niyong kakalimutan yan dahil hindi tayo magbabalance. Yan yung ating 25% income tax, yung tax galing sa income statement. Okay? So, yung accounts payable magagaling sa trial balance. So, 350. Yung notes payable, ganun din, manggagaling sa trial balance. So, we have 92,500. And then yung income tax payable, manggagaling naman sa income statement. We have, ayan, yung tax natin yan, 326,875. So, yan yung ating part ng ating liabilities na dapat bayaran. So, we have total of how much? Ayan. So, we have total of current liabilities of 769375. So, lagay naman dito natin dito yun non-current liabilities. So, magkano ba yung ating non-current liabilities? So, we have our equals. Ano ba yung sa trial balance? Ano ba yung ating non-current? Ayan, dalawa pala. Sorry. We have bonds payable and we have loans payable long term. So, dalawa. So, we bonds payable. We have loans payable long term. Yan. So, meron na tayong non-current liabilities na how much? Ayan. So, upon computation, we have 1,050,000 na non-current liabilities. And then, we will try to produce our ending capital. So, no need na ilagay yung ating net income kasi na-compute natin sa ating statement of stockholders' equity. Kaya i-grab na lang natin yung total. So, ang total is 280,725. Okay? So, because we already have the amount of three, current, non-current, ending, so we have our total liabilities and capital. So, we can start now our computation. Okay? So we can produce now our total liabilities and capital should also be 4 million plus, and then this one. So yung tatlo, ayan. So balance naman. So it's the same with the total asset. Basta guys, para isa lang ang computation nyo, kahit sa real world, dapat maa-assume nyo lagi i-add nyo yung dapat i-add. Huwag nyo kakalimutan. Kasi pag nakalimutan nyo yan, kahit anong gawin nyo, hindi talaga yan magbabalance. So, malilito kayo. Okay? So, we have our balance sheet. And then this time, we are going to produce our common size statement or vertical analysis. O, yung tinatawag na vertical and common size is the same. Kaya huwag niyo kakalimutan yung guys. Vertical and common size is the same. So, nag-add lang ako nandito ng isa. para ano siya, hindi masyadong parang may gap siya. Ganyan. So, ilagay natin dito, common size statement. So, we have common size statement. And then, pag masyadong mahaba, kagaya niyan, gagawin niyo lang, ito yung i-click niyo. Okay. Pero ang ano ko is at least dalawa lang. Ayan. Masyado na kasing malaki yung ano. Ayan. And then, igitna natin. Ayan. So, alam niyo naman, ang ating 100% is the total asset or the total liabilities and capital. So, doon tayo maglalagay ng 100%. Ay, sorry. 100%. Okay? So, igitna na lang natin siguro sila lahat para magandang tingnan. Okay. So, dahil yan ay 100%, so mean to say, cash is amount of cash divided by yung 4 million ni asset. Okay. Ayan. Gawin na rin natin yung percentage na percent lahat. And then 1, 2 para 2 decimal places. Okay. Magkano ba ang share ng receivable against our total asset? Ayan. So, para malaman nyo kung ilang percent ba yung share ng bawat isa. Divided by total asset, divided by, divided by total asset. Pwede, divided by, gayahin ko na lang kaya. Try natin gayahin para mabilis. Pero, syempre, may babaguhin din kayo. Ganun din. Ayan. Ang gagawin nyo, ano bang dulo nito? C20. So, C20 dapat yung nasa denominator. Ayan. C20. Ganun din. Di ba? Matrabaho rin. So, isa-isa na lang. Ayan. Ngayon, ito naman ang ating accounts payable. Ito ay 100%. Kasi dapat, di ba, pare? So, it's either pwede nyo i-divide sa ilalim or sa taas ng asset. So, since malapit naman yung asset, doon na lang kayo mag-base. Ganon din naman yun. Divided by this one. Ayan. Ay, ang dami naman. Sorry po. Bakit ko nga pala i-divide sa ano percentage? Equals to 350 divided by, ayan, i-ano natin ha. Percentage 1, 2. Ayan. Equals to divided by 400. Okay, para madali, madali raw pero matagal. Ganon din naman eh. Basta ano, C20 yung total asset. So yung ilalim nyo, baguhin. Baguhin natin. Oh. Bahala kayo kung anong gusto yung technique. Basta dapat C20 yung denominator. Ay, ayaw. C20. C20. Yan, sumobra naman dami ng ano. O, di ba mas matagal? So, isa-isa na lang. Ay, divided by 4 equals to divided by 4 million. Yes. O, di ba ganun din? Tapos binago ko pa. Ing-ing lang. And then, last part, divided by 4 million. Okay, so we have 54.50. Okay, ikat ko lang kasi mahaba na yung ating discussion. And then, i-stop ko. Gagawa naman natin ng common size statement. Thank you.